Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. And off we go from Orchard Park. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen, in the prime of his career.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 7. Play action now, and here's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
And 7.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by the former Florida State Seminole.
Mike, that's a great play for any defensive back, let alone an undrafted rookie. I mean, to think that every single team passed on him in this past year's draft multiple times is pretty hard to believe. And again, this is the growth. This is the development that they saw when he signed there as an undrafted free agent. And he has taken advantage of every opportunity he's been given, and now he's creating turnovers for this unit.
Off the play fake. Mahomes in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And he did everything he could. He's trying to keep this play alive, but there's just too much penetration from this defensive front, and they end up taking him down behind the line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
To number 1, Xavier Worthy. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 13-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
12 yards.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Pacheco. trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
One more time with Pacheco. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Bills nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They had that pick on the opening drive that led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back, 1st and 10. It's Cook to start this drive. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
First down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 4. Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. They get the tackle out of Northern Iowa, Spencer Brown.
Still 2nd down.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in, Keon Coleman. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Buffalo.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Design run here for Allen. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, here is Allen. Down the field, he's got the hook up to Shaquille. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Bills 1st down.
First down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
In motion, Shakir. He's able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not the second. He's taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep, pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. They'll go play action here with Allen. He'll tuck it, and he's in! Josh Allen! Touchdown, Buffalo!
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bills will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, KC.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Matt Milano on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second down and 6. Throwing now, Mahomes. That's to Kelsey on the tight end screen. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Motion man is Rice. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's good.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Mahomes. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Greg Russo getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Patrick to throw. Flushed to his right. And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the 1st quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This from 34 yards. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. Play fake, it's Allen. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Going to give it to Cook. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Allen. He'll air one out for Palmer. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Trent McDuffie right there with a tight defensive coverage.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Chiefs offense back onto the field for their next possession with a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
And a Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these 2 guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a first down, Chiefs.
Now, Mahomes. They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He'll step up and run, and he will get into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will get out in front 17-7.
Bills 7.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense headed back to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Allen now on 2nd down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Complete to Josh Palmer. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. It was Jalen Watson who got the arm in there to break that one up.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On third down, it's Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. That's the All-Pro 3 years running, Chris Jones, getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Number 86, Dalton Kincaid. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense, and Rashee Rice, set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and it does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And this is what happens when your offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line distorting the defense at the point of attack, and then the running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings up a fresh set of downs. Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Mahomes. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Third and short. Here's Patrick.
The third down pass. He was brought down by Gregory Rousseau. An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To Cook. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll step up and run this. Less than 2 minutes to play in this first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. In motion, Shakir. And he'll take it on in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. Prater on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Mahomes back. That's complete, left side to Worthy. Inside the 10. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Butker now for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Bills 17.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Johnson now to return. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the 1st half that has really given them fits. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll work this out to the 23. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Second and a yard. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Allen to throw again. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills are able to get it back within a score.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
Seven seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On first down, it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. going to fire quickly to Worthy. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. This play is actually really well defended here, but I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll run with Pacheco. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. In middle, he's got Kelsey. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs, 1st down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Waste of time.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but he does show you that make-you-miss ability that he has.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. They'll put him down right at the 20, but they'll also move the sticks. That is a first down picked up.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
They'll run the draw with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself. but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On fourth down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chiefs will extend their third-quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Johnson now to return. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Bills offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Coleman. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, Buffalo.
First down. 1st and 10.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he'll take this one in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Remigio now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
6-yard pickup.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. To the outside, catch made by Worthy. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that 1st down marker, but they're going to mark him just short. So 3rd down coming up.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Gain of a yard. And a Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a pickup of
The
6.
drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
A run. It's Pacheco. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his 1st read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He'll hit Kelsey quickly on the RPO. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. A A gain of 17 yards.
Gain of 17
And the Chiefs
yards.
have a first down.
The Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running takes them down to the 9.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Patrick to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. In this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Now Butker to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead.
Bills 27. Harrison Butker.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense about ready to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
First down. First and 10.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Once again, it's Cook. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 39-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. to the air. On second down, here's Allen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
The Bills bringing on the punt team. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher.
Still 3rd down.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 25.
Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
First down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Christian Benford on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Mahomes back. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. to Rice.
Mahomes pass.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A handoff to Pacheco. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Mahomes now out of the gun here on 3rd down. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
A gain of 9 yards.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
And I really like the play call, especially given this situation. But remember, these defensive players, they get paid too. So even though it's maybe something they weren't necessarily prepared all week to defend, they got the stop before he was able to score.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Butker now to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Bills 27. Harrison Butker.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Johnson now to return. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Bills offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
George Karlaftis on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen now on second down. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 14.
A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Buffalo.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
16 more
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Now Allen on first down. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Waste of time. All you do, I can't believe what I'm watching. Terrible.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 6. From the gun, here is Allen. And he's into the end zone yet again. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Prater, extra point is good. And the Bills are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Matt Prater sets
So
to
now
kick off.
Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there?
Still first down.
Now Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On second down, Pacheco. He'll dodge one would-be tackler. He'll wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play.
The 18-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
3rd and long for Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Big job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you would love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out, and he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion right. Allen going to give it to Cook. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 46, here's second down and 3. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's caught. It's Jackson Hall. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Ooh. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. That's taken in. It's James Cook, and he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They come up for 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
Now, a big 3rd down. He slams it in there, and he is in. James Cook, touchdown, Bills.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs are able to extend the lead.
Chiefs 51, Bills 41.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run with Cook. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still 1 timeout left. The final minute, 1st and 10. This one completes the Palmer. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. That's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's first down. Allen going to throw again. Inside the 10, it is caught. Oh, the elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive